Is this working? Are we on? Well, hello everyone. I don't know if it's working or not. This is my first time doing this, so fingers crossed it is. I'm kind of waiting to make sure that it's working. Oh, okay, I have to fix the volume. One moment. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay, I have to get rid of the echo. Um, Someone please let me know how I get rid of the echo of myself in my head. Volume down, probably. I'll just turn my volume down. Maybe I should just do that. Perfect. Okay. Hi. Isn't this exciting? This is wild. I'm thrilled to be doing this. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for being here. I'm glad you don't hear the echo. I do have YouTube open too. I just turned my volume down. I hope that that sort of solves the issue for my brain. Anyway, welcome. Thank you all so much. My channel blew past 1,000 subscribers. I don't know how it happened. I understand why it happened, only because snails are amazing, and I would subscribe to a snail channel too. But I mean, to me, that's nuts. Like you're subscribing to snails and me, which is wild to me. So thank you so much. I enjoy talking about snails. I enjoy hanging out with my snails. I enjoy filming my snails, and I enjoy sharing my snail knowledge with all of you. So thank you so much. And I just thought we could do like I mentioned on a couple other live streams I was on. Thank you guys. I'm going to go back through. I know it's customary to go back through and say hi to everyone, so I will. But I just want to say thank you so much. I do have two crazy rowdy kittens here that are probably going to jump around. So if they do, I apologize. But okay, so let's see everyone that's here. I know Rico's here. Thank you, Rico, for helping me behind the scenes as I was having a moment, a nervous moment. I appreciate you. Thank you for being my friend. So thank you. Hello, Roxanne. Good to see you here. And Peplin, good to see you as well. Hello, Seth from Because You're Fish, my dear friend. I hope all of your puffers are doing well. And your pond looked amazing. I loved that video. Stephen P03, Stephen P203, 003. See, I'm already messing up. Hello to you too. Skipper's Aquarium, good to see you. Geek Boy, always good to see you, my friend. So many. Patty's my girl. Patty. So many wonderful people here. Danielle Velez, hello, nice to see you. Muppet 9209, thank you for being here. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm trying to, Monster Fish Gal, thank you for being here. Very nice to see you. Anyway, Megan H, thank you for being here. I'm glad Big Stinky's clutch hatched out properly. So I can see how this is awkward sitting here talking to yourself while reading chat, but I did just feed all snails' favorite food, Crayfish Empire snail cookies to everyone. So they came out of sleeping and they're all eating. And for those who might not know, the tank right behind my head are my, whoa, that's backwards. There it is. Those are my pea puffers. I have a male and a female bonded breeding pair. They like to breed. They made a baby. So their baby is in there with them too, although he's quite the parental abuser. So I was actually going to talk to you about that, Seth. I might have to move him soon, the little baby. He's becoming a little murderous offspring and chasing his parents everywhere. And then this tank right here, I just recently turned into a blackwater situation because I've recently bought a really Bullion. A bullion. I bought a bullion. Do you guys know what that is? I'm kidding. A beautiful alien betta is what I got. And he doesn't have a name yet, but he's beautiful and turquoise. And I've always wanted to do a blackwater tank. And so I moved all of the snails out of that little tank. And my alien betta is in there. I love him. I I need a name for him. And yes, I have a baby murder bean. He's the cutest thing. He's probably like the size of the end of my pinky right now. He's that big. He's not as tiny as he was. He was super tiny. He was barely the size of my fingernail when I first noticed him. It was pretty cool. But again, thank you guys for being here. And I just kind of thought that tonight, I know there's something going on at 9, and I think there's a couple other, way bigger accounts than me normally stream on this evening as well. So this might end up being really short, but I appreciate all of you being here, and I just thought we could chat a little bit. And I get a lot of comments that I can't necessarily get to. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have a lot of hats that I wear, so sometimes I miss one, and sometimes I think about an answer, and then I forget to go back and reply. So if you guys are here and you have a question that I haven't answered, we can throw that out. So let me look at chat again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And also, if you have any questions about me that you might want to know, we can talk about that too. And if you have, of course, Snaily questions. Oh, hello, Peter, Guppy Guru. Hey, eating dinner, but just wanted to stop in and say you're incredible. Oh, sorry, there was a cat. Just wanted to stop in and say hi to everyone and say how incredible you are, Lav, and I'm beyond happy to call you a friend. Same, Peter. Thank you, and enjoy your dinner with your beautiful wife. This is Francis. Actually, I think the last time I appeared in a live stream, I thought this was a girl. He's a boy. He's a boy, and he's a cute boy. So, is my significant other into mystery snails? He not as much as I am, but he does have some snails in his tank. None of them have any tentacles, and I remind him of that all the time. Excuse me very much. Can I use Reptile calcium powder? So I've been asked this quite a few times. I've never used it. I like to give you guys advice off of my personal experience versus just things that I've read in forums or websites that I refer to. I've never used it. There is one ingredient in Reptile calcium powder that makes me nervous, and I believe it's vitamin D, and that's only because they don't need it. Mystery snails don't need that, and I haven't seen any papers on the results of what that could do or doesn't do, so I can't recommend it. I don't know anyone that uses it either, so I can't really give you any sound advice on the Reptile calcium powder. But yes, there's plenty of places you can get calcium powder without the vitamin D, including like over the counter at the drugstore, like human calcium. Um, Again, that's not the kind that I get. I tend to get it from Crayfish Empire. You can also make your own with eggshells, which I plan on doing a video soon about that as well. You just save your eggshells and grind them up really good in a coffee grinder. And that's pretty good as well. And Cuttlebone is very cheap as well. And another thing that I do with Cuttlebone, if I'm out of calcium powder or eggshells, I will take the Cuttlebone and sort of shave it, which will turn into a powder, and then put that in Snellos and such, or right into the water column, depending on how desperate I am for calcium. Let me just scroll up because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Patrick Hardy, good to see you. S, hello. Oh, it's so awkward when I stop talking. It's silent. Should have background music. I would like to hear Rico's falsetto too. Okay, I'm way back. I will say, when I first opened the chat, there was Rico saying in a Southern accent, "It's time for a live stream," which I think is really funny. Good one. Good one, Rico. Can mystery snails eat peppermint Tums, or does it have to be fruity? I would stay away from Tums altogether. I know people who just take Tums and drop them in their tank, and I don't know. It Too much sugar does weird things to them, sort of slows them down. Again, in my experience, I have fed my snails Tums in the past, and I just didn't like how they acted the day after they ate Tums. They weren't as active, moving around the tank. Um, Again, there's a lot of alternatives to Tums that are just as probably cheaper. We could call it the live stream. That's so funny. Yeah, Cuttlebone works really well, and they do tend to graze on it a while it's in the tank. I just remembered I had a comment on a video the other day, and it said, "How long can I leave the Cuttlebone in the tank?" Indefinitely. When you first put it in the tank, it'll float, and then eventually it'll sink, and I think it's funny when it's floating and starting to sink because sometimes they turn it into a surfboard and you get some really adorable snail moments on the Cuttlebone. I'm reading. I should read out loud. Are there any scientific societies you might recommend as sources of information on snail care? So my go-to when I don't know what to do is applesnail.net, applesnail.net. It's really informative, and apple snails are the exact same as Palmacia brigesi, so I tend to go off of that website. I trust that website's information the most. I was actually asked about garlic this morning, on a comment, and, I do actually we can ask Roxanne too, because I know she breeds snails as well, if she's ever used garlic in any of her Snellos or snail foods. I never have, only because I've always been taught that put garlic in your garden outside and it keeps the land snails away. So it's just something about it makes me very nervous to give it to my snails. And anytime that I've given a fish any garlic soaked food, they were usually in a quarantine situation. So, but I haven't heard of any ill effects about giving your snails garlic either. I refer to applesnail.net on that. There are a few Facebook groups as well. Purple chestnut. I've had purple chestnut, blue, and jade clutches hatch this week. Wonderful. I love that when they're about 2, 3 weeks old with their tiny little antenna and their little eyes. Oh god, I could gush about them all day. My snails were repelled by garlic. See? Yeah. I don't again, I've never used it personally. I don't recommend it. The website that I refer to says they've never seen any ill effects of anyone that has told them that they've had garlic given to their snails. Um, but I can't recommend it. My snabies are growing fast, and I want to make sure their shells aren't too thin. Tips for slowing down growth rate. Yeah, so that really depends on the temperature of your tank. You want to keep baby snails usually about 72, 73, 74. That's a nice, um, good temp. If you keep them at 80, it's a little too fast. They can become paper thin. I think in one of her videos, slower growth in cooler temps. Correct. Correct. So bring the temp down is what I would say, but do everything else the same. Uh, AULTJM19, Alt Alt-chigim, maybe? Sorry. I love what you do. Thank you. Me too. Thank you for all your very informative videos. I am still very new to mystery snails and had an unfortunate die-off. I'm sorry, after I added my first snails to my community tank. Excuse me. I'm so very sorry to hear that. Sometimes this has happened to me in the past. Sometimes I take in snails for people. This doesn't happen all the time, and I'm not saying send me your snails if your tank gets overrun. But in the past, I have sort of adopted a group of snails for people. And I have to add them to my tanks slowly. If I just were to throw 100 snails in the beach, which is right here, it would crash. And same with the main tank. This is what I call this one. They would crash. So what I would normally do is I put them in quarantine, which is my smaller, wicked small tank in the other room. It's a little 3.5 gallon. And then every day sort of move 5 snails at a time to this tank and 5 snails at a time to that tank. So that's probably why, depending on how many you had. Oh, I just lost it. You guys are right. This thing does jump on you. Darn it. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah. Oh, you don't say how many you got. So depending on how many you got, if it was a lot and you added them at one time, all that poop going into the water at one time is a huge ammonia spike, and your system just probably couldn't deal with it and then killed everybody. Um, your videos got me through it, and I'm just, oh, you're very nice. Oh my gosh, I should read more before I answer things, huh? Live and learn. This is my first. This is my first. I don't know what I'm doing. Season 1, episode 1, live stream. No, live stream. Oh, here's a cat again. Hello, Frankie. Could you tell us what all you have in your main snail tank, like equipment and all? Sure. Okay. Like equipment and all. Okay, so we'll start at the top. Behind that beautiful little head sculpture is my hang on the back. That is it's a Title 35. Just blanked for a second. It's because I'm really nervous. It's a Title 35. I love it. Love, love, love this hang on the back. I used to have a penguin, one with those, it had like a wheel, and I hated that thing. Anyway, I love this hang on the back. I do cover the intake with some black sponge media that I get off Amazon in a giant piece, but I don't really have to replace it that often. Right in the corner in the back there, I have the large aquarium co-op sponge filter right in the back there. And then over in the back here, I have a Amazon double sponge filter that on one side, on this side, is the sponge that came with the filter. And then on this side is a big black square of that filter media, which is way the heck over there. Next time I'll have to do a show and tell and have things close. I love this filter media. I'll have to do, now that I can do community posts, I'll have to do a community post about filter media. Won't that be interesting? Okay, so let's see. I'm awful with plant names. So we'll have to skip names. But there are a lot of Anubias in here, and Rotala, I believe is the name. And I always say Cambodia, and that is wrong. I'm trying to look for help in the comments of my plant names. I just saw, can we see your baby Spixies? Unfortunately, we can't because I am streaming on my computer and my baby Spixies are in my kitchen. But there are lots of pictures of them. No, not really. I haven't posted them yet. I will post them this week on my Instagram and maybe a couple pictures on the community post too. Won't that be fun? Okay, let's see. What else should we talk about in here? Okay, Substrate. The Substrate is eco-complete because I'm obsessed with eco-complete, and I believe it's the best for your snails because it doesn't lower pH in any way. Excuse me. And oh, there's an Amazon sword in the back. I have a Haiger preset heater, which I really love this thing. I actually just got it a couple months ago. Not sponsored at all. No one sponsors me. So all these brands are just all my own money. So I really like the Haiger stuff. I really do. I don't know about you guys, but I love the lights. I have Haiger lights on all of my tanks. I'm obsessed with them. And this new, I think it's new. I didn't see it before last time I was searching on Amazon for heaters, but I really love this thing. It monitors the temperature for me. I can set it way down there at the bottom near the plug. I think it's from like 60 degrees all the way up to 97 degrees, which is a little bit hammocks, but so I have it set at 74. It is summertime. I'm 3.5 rooms away from our air conditioner. So this tank is at 77 right now, which, hey, it happens. It's summer. So, but the other cool thing that this heater does is if I am doing a water change, most of the time I do a 50% water change. So if I'm doing a water change and my water line drops below the heater, it turns off by itself, which is really great. It's really great. I just gotta, do you mean Haiger dual sponge filter? Yeah, I love that brand. Like if you're watching this, Haiger, because StreamYard told me it won't be saving my broadcast for a replay. If you're watching this now, anyone from Haiger, ring ding ding. Look at everyone's really coming out. I don't know if you guys can see them. Anywho, let's get back and read something. Oh, Rico, you're too kind. Pete says, I was surprised to see a live stream. I couldn't wait to turn it on. Oh, thanks so much, Pete. You know, it was actually really impromptu. Here's what happened. Yesterday, I've been insanely busy with life, like being a mom. My kids start school soon. It's summer. She's 4, trying to keep her busy and just run my house and my tanks and my small business. And it's been bananas. And then yesterday I hard boiled some eggs for my daughter. And I was like, hard boiled eggs. Okay. So I made my recent video that is up on my channel real quick and then fed them the Snello. And this morning I went to post it and I was like, holy crow. When did that happen? I feel like I woke up and blew past 1,000 subscribers. So and now I don't even know. I think it's 1,100 or something or 1,190 or I don't know. It's banana. It's banana hammocks, you guys. And so I was like, well, I have to do something cool, you know, I don't know, different. And oh, screenshots. I don't know. I've been saving these. I've been saving these since Rico's stream because after Rico's stream, I found them and I was like, I should have had these. I should have had these for Rico's stream. And then my daughter had them during Roxanne's stream. He laughs it. You're a comedian. You're a comedian. You must have the beads in. Is that what makes you so funny? Oh my God. Okay. These things don't last very long though, and you really got to swack them. Anyway, I thought they were fun. I also 1.29? Really? Really? Whoa. That's bananas. You know what it is? It's the snails. Ooh, ooh. It is. I love these things. They're like little aliens. Okay, look. Where's the camera? There it is. No, it's over there. Aren't they adorable? They're adorable. Good evening, beautiful Carrie Habercorn. Lovely to see that name. Thank you for coming. What time is it? 8:55. I do not want to step. Glowing beads. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. So please, I think someone goes at 9, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. So let me quickly read. What is the most unique snail you have had? Not a mystery. Yeah. Okay. So right now I have Aceline spixie snails, which for me has been on my bucket list, and I love them, and I'm breeding them, and they lay clutches like every day. They lay clutches under the water, unlike the mystery snail, which we all know climbs out of the water. And they're in the other room. They're beautiful. They're also known as the zebra spixie snail. Rachel O'Leary has a brilliant, I hope you guys didn't hear that. The cats are going bananas. Rachel O'Leary has a brilliant video on them. They are kind of like sparklers. Whitney Wheeler, good to see you, my love. Oh no, okay. Does Dan's Fish go at 9? Dan's Fish is next at 9. Okay, so we have 4 minutes, so get your questions in. I love the short videos you did. Oh, thank you so much. I have a lot of fun with that. I'm in love with that tick of the talk. I really am. It's an addicting little app. Okay, I will be done in 4 minutes. Oh, you're such a sweet human being, Rico. You definitely have the beads in. That's what makes you so nice. Oh, I love all of you. It's just nothing but love. That's what snails do to people. Everyone needs a snail in their life. Why? Because they exude love. Look at these things. They're beautiful. Hands up. Who has a snail? We got 3 minutes left. Snail roll call. We should do this at the end of every stream. It's only 30 minutes this time. Next time it'll be a little longer. I got to figure out a time. I don't know. I got to figure out a time. Oh, I didn't even finish my thought. The only reason I went tonight is because I was like, I need something to celebrate, and my daughter isn't here, so I could kind of be loud. She's at my mom's right now, hanging out. Yeah, snail roll call. Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Oh, we could do it like tentacles. What is the name of the snails in your kitchen? I have Aceline spixie snails in my kitchen, as well as Japanese trapdoor snails in my kitchen, and a buttload of more mystery snails in there. That's where all the babies are. I have about 100 snails and 3 clutches in the incubator. All right, Jen. Word. I have quite a few. I have 3 incubators going. This is one right now. This is made out of like a sub that you can buy at Cumberland Farms. Do you guys have one of those? Or like a 7-Eleven? You take what the sub comes in, Stop and Shop, Shaw's. What do you guys have where you are? Like a grocery store? And you get one of those pre-made subs. I got 2 minutes. You get one of those pre-made subs. You can make an incubator out of it. It floats and everything. I put it in my tank at night. Lately I've been putting on the lights during the day. Anyway, holy cats. This has been a really fast 30 minutes. Well, I was really nervous when I started, and I love all of you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of the subscribing and the watching and the thumbs upping and the snail love. And everyone, real quick, before you go to Dan's stream, go and hug your tank. Hug your snails, because they bring so much joy to everyone. And I love sharing it with all of you. And it's really cool. This is really cool, isn't it? So, yeah. Or a banana split container. Yes. Yes. Perfect. That's like this. Okay, it's 8:59. All right, put your hands up in the air one more time. Dan's Fish, I'm going to get off of here, probably go throw up, and then I'm going to come join your stream. Woo! Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Bye. I hope I didn't step on anyone's toes by doing a quick stream. Thank you. Hug your snails.